1-0, and I apologize again if I'm behind you guys or ahead of you guys for syncing purposes. Unfortunately, as I said, I have little control over this match, and Reach is in teal. Luckily, we have different races this time, so it doesn't matter what colors the players are. And Reach is at the top left corner of the map, and Shark is at the bottom right corner of the map. So I would expect something pretty standard for Reach. I think this is one of the maps where Protoss can fast expand fairly comfortably and defend that fast expansion very, very easily, because there are so many barriers for the Zerg to actually get around and attack them from the flank. So I wouldn't be surprised if Reach fast expanded. I wouldn't be surprised if Shark fast expanded, but I think Shark needs to get that spawning pool down fairly early. And you can see Reach has got that probe down, and Reach is scouting very, very early. So this definitely is a very interesting development. The fact that Reach is scouting that early suggests to me that maybe he might be trying to see whether or not. And Reach is actually going to, oh my god, Reach has got a pylon in the middle of the map. So I wouldn't be surprised if Reach is going to be rushing. Reach going for manlots. We're going to see some manlots today, and Reach has planted that pylon in the middle. This might be genius, or it might be foolishness. I don't think Reach needed to take that risk. I don't think he necessarily needed to try and go for a cheese rush or whatever. And Reach, as you can see, has kept his probe to the side of the ravine. He's kept his probe to the right side, to the left side of the ravine, and I think the purpose of that was to try and avoid the Zerg player from seeing that probe getting in until it was in his base. And I think Shark has not yet put his spawning pool down. Shark finally puts his spawning pool down. So I think Shark, seeing that probe, has realized that he might be in a little bit of trouble here, that Reach might be going for an early attack, and therefore he has put that spawning pool down. I think he might have been trying to go for 12 hatchery, but I actually didn't count how many drones he has there, so I'm not sure whether he's gone for 9 pool or whether he's gone for 12 pool. He did have that Overlord up, so I think he has gone for the second Overlord up, so I think he has gone for 12 pool. And Reach has actually built a forge. Okay, so I thought Reach was going to rush, but Reach has actually built a forge, so Reach is actually going to fast expand. That's interesting to say the least. Shark is putting down his hatchery here. Reach is harassing Shark in his natural, and this is again one of the things that you see, and brilliant by Reach. Reach puts down a pylon in Shark's natural. Oh, absolute genius play by Reach. Way to go. Oh, that was great. Reach has put down a pylon in Shark's natural, and that is going to hurt Shark. No, and Shark is not going to be able to get that fast expand. Shark has sent the drone around the side, so that's what he needed to do. He needed to send the drone around to the side and take the hatchery on the side. But what that means is that Shark has now provided Reach potentially with 2 avenues of attack, and has provided himself with potentially 2 different places to defend. He not only has to defend the ramp at his main, he also has to defend an approach from the side or a drop from Reach on the side, and Reach definitely fast expanding. Shark did go for that spawning pool very, very late, so he's not going to be able to take advantage of that, and Reach should be able to expand very, very quick, should be able to expand very comfortably and without too much risk. Shark is finally going to get down that 3rd hatchery, and Shark, realizing that Reach has gone for a fast expand, is doing the absolute right thing by going for that 3rd hatchery, because he needs to get those 2 bases. He needs to make sure that he's ahead in economy, or that he's at least competitive with Reach's economy, considering that Reach has gone for that fast expand. I think I would have to give Reach a little bit of an edge here, considering the fact that Reach put down that Nexus almost at the same time as Shark put down his hatchery. And when you see that a Protoss player gets his Nexus down at the same time or before the Zerg player gets his 2nd hatchery up, that spells trouble for the Protoss player. And Reach and Shark very cleverly taking out those neutral buildings just to the north of his base. I think he's trying to open up an avenue to harass Reach from the top, considering the fact that Reach has gone for photon cannons for defense, and Reach is going to be a little bit vulnerable for some time. And if Shark was really clever, he could try something cheeky, like maybe a 3-hatch Ling Rush, though I don't know if that would actually work against Reach. But Shark definitely is taking down those neutral buildings. Maybe he wants to put down and Reach is actually micro that probe through, and I think Reach might actually try and proxy tech here. That would be very interesting if Reach does go for that. But Shark has got a Zerglings there, so he is going to scout Reach if Reach tries something cute like that. So I guess Reach is just scouting to see exactly what Shark is doing. Maybe he would have tried and gone for something completely insane, like a cannon rush behind Shark's hatchery. But Shark has seen that probe, so Reach is going to scout that hatchery there. I guess that the purpose of that probe was just to scout, not to proxy or anything like that. And Reach has started up his tech here as well. He's got his cybernetics core building. I'm not sure if Reach is going to go for Crosshair Templar or if he's going to go for Corsair Reaver. I think that a Corsair Reaver would be a very effective strategy on this map because of the way it is so spread out, because Reach is strong at multitasking and Shark is not. And Shark doing absolutely the right thing by putting down that Hydralisk Den. That Hydralisk Den is absolutely vital because I've seen a lot of Zerg players delay that Hydralisk Den, not get that Hydralisk Den up and find themselves in trouble. And if Reach does go for Crosshair Dark Templar, then Shark would have found himself in a world of trouble. But I think the fact that Shark has put down that Hydralisk Den fairly early is a very wise decision. He hasn't gone straight for Lair, he hasn't gone straight for Spire, and we are seeing a very unorthodox match thus far in this game from both players, and you have to say that Reach has dictated the game so far. Reach has forced Shark to play on his terms, and Reach now with a couple of Zealots is just going to get down and harass Shark's expansion at his natural, because Shark does not have any Sunkens. He does have enough Zerglings though to be able to defend it, so I don't think Reach is going to be able to do a lot of damage, and Reach just getting that scouting information and being forced to retreat. So Reach is going for Templar, so Reach is going for Dark Templar, and I think that is very, very clever, but I think that Shark does have enough to be able to defend it. Shark has got that Hydralisk Den up, and what Shark needs to do is he needs to set up Sunkens, at least a single Sunken in each expansion, and that will allow him with the aid of an Overlord to stop Reach. And Reach is going to find his Zealot surrounded here if he's not careful. Reach pulls back his Zealots in time. He's going to escape that, and Reach definitely going for Dark Templar. He's got his Templar Archives building. He's gone for mainly gateways. I don't see a Stargate yet, so I was anticipating that he would go for Corsair Templar or Corsair Reaver, but he has gone straight for the Templar, and I'm not sure why he's trying to do that. Reach might find himself in a little bit of trouble here, because Shark is now going for an attack with Hydralisk and Zerglings, and I actually didn't predict that. I didn't realize that was what Shark was going for with those 3 hatcheries, and that is actually very, very good play by Shark. That is brilliant by him, and Reach is going to find himself in trouble. He's going to find it difficult to defend this. He's going to find it difficult to hold this off. Shark has got Hydralisk, and Reach has only got 4 Zealots. He's blocked off that pathway on that ravine, but Reach doesn't have a lot of units yet. Shark does have that Overlord hanging over, so even if Reach gets Dark Templar out, it's not going to be very effective, and this might actually be huge. This might be big trouble for Reach. Reach is frantically trying to get those cannons up. Reach needs to get something there. Reach doesn't have a Reaver. He's only got Dark Templar, and that Dark Templar is going to get taken out. Even that Dark Templar gets through, it's going to be inconsequential, because Shark is going to be able to kill him as he approaches that ravine, and this spells huge trouble for Reach. Reach perhaps being a little bit overconfident, and I have to tell you guys, I did not see this coming at all, but I think Reach made a mistake in just going for those Dark Templar. I think if Reach had gone for Reavers, he would be safe by now. He would have had that Reaver popping out in his natural, and that Reaver would have been enough to help him hold off Shark's push. But Reach being a little bit overconfident, he does have a few cannons up though, but all Shark has to do is mass a few Hydralisks, and I don't see how Reach is going to stop this attack of Shark's. Reach putting up a lot of gateways. It's too late for him to switch to Reavers now. It's far too late for him to do that, so Reach trying to buy himself some time with those cannons, but Shark is pumping from 3 hatcheries, and he has got his Hydralisk upgraded, and Reach is going to find himself in big trouble. He's going to find it very, very difficult, and Shark is going to be able to take this opportunity while he pressures Reach, while Reach is on the back foot to expand further, and Shark is just putting down a hatchery at the 7 o'clock position at the bottom of the map. Reach has got High Templar though. Okay, so Reach has High Templar, but unfortunately those Templar are not going to have enough energy for Storm. Oh, he does have Storm, so Storm goes off on the Hydralisk. Brilliant defense by Reach. Those cannons bought him, and again, great Storm. All of the Hydralisks get taken out, so Reach actually managed to buy himself enough time to actually get those High Templar out and actually storm him, to actually storm Shark's incoming units, and that was brilliantly played by Reach. This matchup has been completely unorthodox thus far. Shark responding very well to Reach's option to fast expand, going for the 3 hatch build, going for Hydralisks, and he almost caught Reach napping there. He almost caught Reach off by surprise, but Shark has got that expansion up at the 7 o'clock position, and Reach is going to find himself in a lot of trouble, and Reach is now going to be forced to defend at multiple avenues. Reach now has though been able to reap the advantage of that early Nexus, so you have to say that Reach still with a little bit of an advantage. But Shark is now keeping the pressure on. He's got that layer up. He's going to have that Spire up, obviously, to be able to build Scourges to take out Reach's observers, which Reach hasn't even got a robotics facility up yet. I'm not sure if Shark has got the layer up, so we should see some lurkers from Shark soon. Shark should try and set up a contain here around Reach, and Shark with fast overlords, so Shark could be going for a drop here. Shark does have fast overlord movement speed, so Shark might be going for a drop here. He is playing for a lair tech sort of game, it would seem, and Reach might find himself a little bit stretched, though he doesn't necessarily have a lot of territory to defend. He hasn't overextended himself by going for that expansion to the right of his base, and he should be able to hold, and Reach actually storming that Overlord to kill it just to prevent Shark from scouting, and that was very clever by Reach. But Shark has now has killed those neutral buildings, so he has now exposed that half of the map to his attack as well, and Reach is going to find it a little bit difficult. And I think Reach would have been better off just going for the man-toss rush. I think when he put down that pylon in the middle, he might have been better off just going for a rush. But Reach has got a significant sized force built up now, and he has got a very high-tech force. He has got Templar. Shark still doesn't have any lurkers, and that might prove to be Shark's Achilles heel. And Reach now is actually going to try and attack Shark from the north. And I think Shark, having opened up that pathway to his main, and Shark has lurkers, so Shark is going to be able to defend it. I still don't see any observers for Reach. I haven't seen a robotics facility for Reach yet, so I don't think he has observers. And Shark should be able to hold that choke with those lurkers, but at the same time Reach can simply storm that to kill off those lurkers. And Reach has now started up an expansion at the top to the right of his base, and that is a very wise move by him. He is aware that Shark has got that expansion to the bottom left at the 7 o'clock position. He is aware that Shark is slipping ahead in terms of economy if he doesn't do that, and so Reach has been forced to put that expansion down. Shark, though, doesn't have a lot in terms of being able to defend. He has lurkers. Reach needs to get that observer down, and the key point here is going to be how effective Reach's observer is going to be. And oh my god, Reach is unaware of those lurkers. Reach has no idea those lurkers are there. Those lurkers are on hold attack, and Reach is going to find himself in the middle of the lurkers, and Reach's units take a bunch of damage from those lurkers. Great play by Shark, putting those lurkers on hold, and Reach being a little bit naive there. He should have expected lurkers. He should have had an observer out, and I was absolutely surprised to see Reach advancing upon Shark's base without an observer. He had to know that Shark had a lair from seeing the fast Overlord movement speed. He had to have guessed that Shark would by now have lurkers. So that was a little bit of a mistake by Reach, trying to go too quickly. Luckily he didn't lose much. Unfortunately he did lose one of his High Templar, and he does have a fairly long supply route. It will take some time, and Reach now is going to try and push again, and if Shark can take that observer out, he'll be able to halt this advance from Reach. Shark unfortunately doesn't have any Overlords there, and Shark is just going to try and defend that choke leading into his main from the ramp, and Shark being forced to defend it. So Reach has pinned Shark back in that part of the map, and I think that the purpose of Reach's push there may not necessarily have been to actually attack Shark head on. It simply might have been just to make sure that Shark stays on his side of that divide, so that Reach can expand on his side, and Reach has done that. He has contained Shark in his main, and this match is very, very finely balanced. This matchup is very finely balanced right now. It's impossible for me to predict who is going to come out on top here. Reach once again trying for a foray inside Shark's main, but he's not going to be able to get in there. Shark has got that defender very well. Shark with a drop, so Shark was going for the drop. Shark has dropped lurkers behind Reach's expo. Reach has a couple of High Templar there, and he should be able to defend. He's got his forces returning to defend, and he should be able to take out these lurkers without them doing too much damage. So I don't think those lurkers did too much damage. They might have killed a couple of probes. Reach only lost a High Templar, and Reach able to defend that successfully. So Shark is playing some clever StarCraft here. He did force Reach back. He almost managed to break Reach with that push, with that Hydra Link push early on at Reach's natural expo. But Reach now is expanding all over the map, and Shark needs to do something here, because even though Shark has expanded and Shark has got a booming economy, if he doesn't do something to slow Reach down or contain Reach, he's going to find that Reach is going to be too powerful for him to do anything. And these little drops that Shark has executed, that little drop that Shark has executed, and any further drops that he's going to execute, unless he does significant damage to Reach, are going to be like fly swats. They're going to be like a fly sitting on Reach's neck that Reach is just going to swat away. And Reach continues to build up that force, and a Protoss force once built up is deadly, is absolutely deadly, and is very difficult to combat. And Reach has built up a very high-tech Protoss force. He's got Dragoons, he's got Zealots, he's got Archons and High Templar, and Reach now bringing another observer forward. I didn't see there if Reach's previous observer had been taken out. I guess Reach just wants to have a couple of observers to be safe. And here we go, and Reach is now again going to try and get into Shark's main, trying to storm those lurkers, and Shark's micro is going to be tested here. Can Shark micro those scourges properly and take out those observers? If he can do that, he might still have a chance of holding that push from Reach. He has got a lot of lurkers there, and he's got them very, very well spread out, so I don't think Reach is going to be able to break in. And Shark, though, the one thing I did find distressing about that exchange of play is that Shark didn't try to take out those observers with his scourges, and that's one thing that we've seen in Protoss versus Zerg games, where good Zerg players such as Savior will sacrifice a handful of Hydralisks or Zerglings, just push forward with them, force them to take the fire while using the scourge to kill off observers. And I think it is important to kill Protoss observers. and force them to build new ones. But Shark hasn't done that. So Reach is very content at the moment. Both players seem to be content to kind of defend their areas. Reach is the only player trying to really push out, trying to be aggressive. Shark playing a very defensive game thus far. Looks like he is happy to play the long game versus Reach, and he's happy to wait Reach out and try and just take control of the map. But Reach has control of his side of the map, and Shark now finally look for a push. It looks like Shark is going to go for a big drop here. He's got about 5 or 6 observers. He's pushed those Hydralisks up right behind Reach's natural. Reach does have Reach's main. Reach does have a pylon there by those neutral buildings to see any attack from Shark. And Reach now with a few units going down the middle of the map, and he's going to force Shark to come out and defend. But those Zealots aren't really going to be able to do anything. And Shark now pushing up towards Reach's Expo at the 1 o'clock position. Reach now coming in with a sizable force. Shark does have a lot of Zealots there. I'm not sure if Shark does have a lot of Lurkers there. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough to hold. Shark with Zerglings and Lurkers popping out. Reach Storm goes off. I think Shark's going to have enough to hold. Reach doesn't have enough to break that, and Reach's force is divided because he was forced to defend Shark's attack at the 1 o'clock position, and I'm sure Reach has defended that successfully, but Shark able to hold his natural. So really both players trading blows, both players trading punches, but no one player with a decisive advantage. I can't give a decisive advantage to either player thus far in this game. It's Shark's turn now to push up that middle, but Reach should have his reinforcements coming out of his gateways, and by the time Shark gets up there, Reach should be able to kill those Lurkers. Shark, I think, is going to try and set up a contain at Reach's natural, if you can say that you can set up a contain on a map such as this. Reach does have a significant number of troops built up in his main that Shark is unaware of, and I do think that a big push by Reach might be enough to take the game. Shark once again is going to try and go for that expansion at 1 o'clock off Reach's, and Shark has got 7 overlords there. I'm sure they're loaded up with units, and Shark is going to drop that expansion. I think Shark might be able to take that expansion, so Shark might be able to draw first blood here. He's got Reach pinned back at the end of that ravine in his own main, and Reach is now pushing down that way. So while Reach pushes down the center, Shark is going to be attacking that expansion. Okay, Shark is just sitting idle. That would have been his chance to attack and take that expansion, and he didn't do that. So I don't understand why Shark didn't do that there. Maybe he felt he didn't have enough units, maybe he felt he wouldn't have been able to do anything, but he could have drawn first blood there and gone for that expansion. Reach is spread a little bit thin. Shark does seem to have the advantage of maneuverability right now because Reach has gone for primarily a ground force in this game. I think that might not have been the best decision to make. And Shark now reinforcing those neutral buildings, reinforcing that pathway on the left side of the map, on the left column of the map, because Reach is taking those neutral buildings, and Reach is going to try and attack from that avenue because he has found himself thwarted every other direction. And if Reach can break out here, Shark might find himself in a little bit of trouble because Shark hasn't got a contain set up, and Reach has gotten through that contain. Reach's Storm goes off, lots of the Zerglings get taken out, and Reach is going to break through that contain. Shark doesn't have further reinforcements coming. Shark needs to try and do something to stop Reach from pushing further ahead there, because otherwise he's going to lose that expansion at the 7 o'clock position. Reach does have the weight of forces on his side though, and again Shark now is going to find himself, and Shark's Lurkers are not buried, so Reach is going to push forward. Reach needs to push forward there and take out those Lurkers, and again Shark showing his weakness of multitasking and his weakness in micro. He didn't have those Lurkers buried, he didn't have the defense set up, and his Lurkers took significant damage running into Reach's troops, but he does have a few Sunkens there that are going to be able to help him defend, and Sunken Lurkers are very, very hard to break for Protoss. They are a very hard defense to break, but Reach has taken that kind of corner of the map. He has pushed through that choke, so he should be able to get reinforcements coming through, and you've got to feel that once Reach has reinforcements coming through, he's going to be able to do good damage to Shark's economy. And Reach is now again trying to find an avenue of attack, Reach really being the aggressor. Shark has mainly defended thus far. He's content to push Reach back and try and contain him, and I think that that's an unwise strategy. I think giving the other player the momentum is unwise, and Reach finally breaking through to an expansion that is undefended. Shark trying to reinforce it with Hydralisks, but those Hydralisks and Lurkers, but I think Reach has enough, and Reach is going to actually be able to kill off this expansion in the middle of the left side of the map, and Storm goes off at that choke where Shark had a bunch of Hydralisks bunched up. Shark does have a couple of Lurkers there, but Reach just doesn't necessarily need to come in, and those Lurkers are in very close proximity to each other, and again Shark's micro lets him down, and he finds himself caught behind that choke, and he finds his units getting taken out. He's trying to reinforce that expansion, but he's not going to be able to, and Shark meanwhile has snuck into Reach's main from behind. Reach only has a Reaver there, and the Reaver gets taken out, and Shark has snuck into Reach's main while Reach's forces were concentrated on that, so Shark taking the opportunity to rush into Reach's main, and Shark should be able to, Reach does have enough troops there, so I think Reach will be able to defend this. Shark didn't have a lot of troops to spare. He was using most of his troops simply to defend that hatchery from Reach's attack, and Shark's reinforcements are going to be cut off. Reach very wisely maneuvering back to that choke point. Shark essentially is trying to retake that choke to stop Reach from coming into his territory, and it looks like Shark is going to be able to succeed in doing that, and Shark is going to have reinforcements pouring into Reach's base. I still feel that Reach should be able to hold it off, and Reach finally with a shuttle, but Shark does have air superiority with those Scourges. Reach has another Reaver popping out. Unfortunately, that Reaver was vulnerable, the first Reaver, and got taken out. And the second Reaver gets taken out as well. Reach in a whole world of trouble here. Shark is continuing to pour reinforcements into his main, and Reach is forced to find himself on the back foot. He's forced to defend. He doesn't have a lot of troops, and Shark has got reinforcements pouring in by the second. He's got lurkers set up in key positions. Reach doesn't have a lot of defense there. He has that cannon that has been holding off, and Reach now finally with a couple of Reavers managing to push Shark's units back, but Shark has got yet another contained setup on Reach in that main. So Shark brilliantly going for Reach's main while Reach was attacking his expansion there. Reach committed the bulk of his forces to that attack, and though Shark lost that expansion, he managed to hold off and tie up Reach's army there long enough that he was able to foray into Reach's main. But Reach finally has those Reavers up, and now he's going to be able to retaliate. He's going to be able to push Shark back out of that contain that Shark was trying to set up, and he's going to be able to take down those lurkers. Shark just trying to maneuver those lurkers around, and his attack has failed. Reach has defended successfully. This is an absolute thrilling game. It is impossible to tell. Neither player still has a decisive advantage. You could probably say that Shark has a few more expansions, and Shark has got Ultralists up now, but Reach has got Reavers, and I still think Reach would have been better off going for Corsair Reaver, because Shark had mainly focused on Hydralisk to help him defend so far in the game, and Shark now getting a Greater Spire up, and I'm not sure how effective that Greater Spire is going to be against a Protoss player, against a player like Reach, because but the fact of the matter is that Reach does not have any Stargates, and Reach is now pushing out with the help of those two Reavers, and finally Reach with Reavers. But I think Shark does have the weight of number on his side. Shark has a lot more units than Reach does, and I think Shark again might be able to hold Reach off here. It's just absolutely impossible to predict which of these two players is going to come out on top. The match is just so finely balanced. The map is divided evenly between these two players, and one critical battle won by either player is going to change the shape of the game. And Reach once again foraying into Shark's half of the map, and Shark is allowing Reach to come forward because he wants Reach to commit his forces. Reach with another brilliant storm, forcing Shark again to retreat his army. And I think Shark wants Reach to come out. Shark has got a lot of troops though. Shark has got a lot of units, he's got a lot of lurkers. Reach building another expansion now in the middle of the map, at the expansion at the right hand side of the map. Shark obviously had that expansion on the left hand side, which was taken out by Reach. Reach now has got that shuttle to protect his Reavers, so you've got to feel, and Reach has got 5 Reavers now, so Reach finally building up a huge number of Reavers, and you feel that is going to be the key here. If Reach can protect those Reavers, he will be able to push Shark back. He will be able to do the necessary damage to win the game, and Shark will find himself in a whole world of trouble. Shark does have a few ultras though, but the key thing that Shark does not have, that I have not seen him build, is Defilers. Shark does not have Defilers, and that might prove to be key in this game. And Reach is now pushing with 4 Reavers, and this might be the turning point of the match. This might be the game-winning battle by Reach here, and I do think Reach has what it takes to break Shark's defense finally. He's got a lot of Archons, he's got a lot of Zealots, and Shark has been pinned back into his expansion at the 7 o'clock position. But Shark does have a Nidus Canal, he does have Lurkers and Sunkens there, so he's going to be able to defend it well. Again, Reach pushing forward with the Reavers. Shark does not have a Sunken line, he did have a lone Sunken, but a lone Sunken isn't nearly as effective as having the Sunken line. And Shark now, what I think Shark needs to do, I don't think he's going to necessarily be able to hold his expansion. I think Shark needs to counter. I don't think Shark is going to be able to hold against this push. Reach just has too high a concentration of units. Reach just have to, and Shark is going to try and flank Reach from behind. Shark is positioning his units behind Reach. He's going to try and pincer Reach and try and flank Reach from behind. Shark has got a Guardian up there pounding on Reach's units from above as well. And Shark now going in with the attack from both directions, attacking Reach from both directions. And I think Reach is going to actually lose his army here. I think Shark might actually be able to take it down. Sorry, my stream just froze for a second. But Shark has taken down Reach's army, and you have to say that the advantage now goes to Shark. Shark now with the momentum, and that attack was the key point of the game. If Reach had succeeded in that attack, he would have probably gone on to win. But I think the fact that Shark has held Reach off in that attack, Reach had spent a lot of time building up those forces, and Shark is going to be able to replenish his forces much faster than Reach, and Reach now just struggling to hold Shark's troops pouring forward at that expansion, and Reach does successfully hold Shark's push, but Shark has got more units coming, and this is just an absolutely exciting running battle between both these players here. But you've got to feel that Reach is not going to be able to protect his Reavers now. He doesn't have that many units anymore to defend his Reavers. He's only got a handful of Zealots. He is pumping reinforcements from his gateways, but Shark is able to produce reinforcements faster, and Reach finding himself in a world of trouble. And Reach has now lost that expansion that he had taken off Sharks in the middle left of the map to that Lone Guardian, and that's very sad to see that a Lone Guardian is taking out Reach's expansion. Was going to win, but you can't really conclude that yet. Both players are controlling key expansions at the moment on both sides of the map. Reach has that expansion at the top right corner of the map. Shark has his expansion at the bottom left corner of the map. But Shark has weight of numbers on his side, and if Reach loses that shuttle here, that might be disastrous for Reach. And again, Shark's Scourge micro letting him down a little bit. Reach microing very well, but Shark has pushed through into Reach's main, and Reach once again forced to defend in his main, and Reach really fighting with skeleton units. And you do feel that Shark is going to have more reinforcements pouring through that gap anytime now, and that he is going to finish this game. And Shark with more reinforcements pouring through, and I think Reach is going to find himself overwhelmed now. I think Reach does not have the unit flow to keep up with Shark. That key battle that Reach lost in the middle against Shark is going to be the turning point, has been the turning point of the game. I think it was a really hard match to say who was going to win. It was just balanced on a knife edge the whole way through. Both players had expansions all over the place. Both players had control of the map. And to be honest, it's still undecided. You still can't definitively give it to one player either way, because Protoss players are incredibly resilient. Protoss units are incredibly resilient. And Reach now going for a drop behind Shark's expansion at the 7 block position, trying to hurt Shark's economy. He's dropped those Templar there, but that was poor micro by Shark. Horrible micro. He moved those drones, but he just left them sitting there and did nothing with them. He just did absolutely nothing with them and allowed Shark to kill them off. Shark is going to be able to take out that shuttle though. Reach tried to storm the Scourges, and brilliant! Oh my god! Reach maneuvers Shark's Scourges into the storm. Brilliant micro by Reach, and his shuttle survives, his Reaver survives, so he has done significant damage to Shark's economy. He killed off all of the drones at the 7 o'clock base. Shark though, Reach is forced to resort to tactics such as this, because and Shark now finally with the Scourge is going to be able to take out that shuttle. Reach is going to try and drop that Reaver off at the top of that ramp, but I don't think he's going to be able to save it, and the shuttle finally gets taken down. But some hero micro by Reach. I fear it's only going to delay the inevitable. As I said, Reach though has bought himself some time with that maneuver. He has hurt Shark's economy, and he's bought himself time to build up units. And both players now battling over those key expansions kind of in the middle of the map, which are going to decide ultimately who is going to run out of resources before. And I think Shark is massing up again for yet another attack. Reach has got his bases well defended with cannons and Reavers, but he is going to be running out of minerals. In fact, both players are going to be running out of minerals, and neither player... And Reach storming his own shuttle, trying to anticipate the Scourges. Shark on that occasion with a little bit better micro, and Shark once again avoiding the storm. So Shark has learned his lesson. So at least you can say that for Shark, that he learns his lesson, and Reach is going to be forced to retreat to the safety of those cannons with that shuttle. Reach was going for another drop there. I still feel that any player could come out on top, even though I would give Shark the advantage in terms of having a large force. He has broken through a couple of times into Reach's main. He still hasn't been able to inflict a decisive maneuver. He still hasn't been able to inflict that decisive victory in a battle to take the game, even though he pincered Reach's units beautifully. The fact that Hitchhiker has so many narrow corridors does make flanking very, very difficult, which is what Zerg players need to be able to do. And Shark was very clever in allowing Reach to come forward in that attack and then flanking him from behind, attacking him from two directions, and that is what allowed Shark to win that encounter. But unfortunately, when Shark is on the offensive, Reach is able to present a united front and therefore hold him off from attacking, and Reach is now just blocked off that choke with a number of probes, and I'm not sure what either player can do here to finally affect the victory. It's going to be key as to who can hold that base, and looks like Shark is going to be able to break through. So Reach has gone around to try and take that expansion because he feels he's running out of resources and he wants to take that expansion. And meanwhile, Shark has broken through that choke, and I think Reach does made a little bit of a mistake. He should have used those Templar earlier. He has stormed and killed a lot of those Zerglings, but Shark has 4 Earn Ultra is still alive in Reach's base, and Reach has no troops, and you might feel that that's GG. You might feel that that is the fall of the hammer for Reach, because Shark is now in Reach's main. Reach does not have a lot of troops, and Shark again dropping, again storming, again killing off a lot of... Reach again killing off a lot of Shark's drones, but that's not going to matter because Shark is in Reach's main, and Shark does have a lot more reinforcements. But Reach actually held. Shark's forced to retreat to try and defend, and Reach with Dark Templar now, but Shark does have a spore colony there. If Shark can maneuver Reach's Dark Templar, Shark is trying to trap Reach's Dark Templar in a circle till he gets an Overlord over to try and kill off that Dark Templar. But Shark, again, poor micro by Shark. He should have gotten an Overlord over there. He does have fast overlord speed, and finally the Overlord arrives, and the Dark Templar will be taken out. And Reach has killed that expansion that Shark was building at the middle right of the map. So yet again, the game seems to stay balanced. Both players having the same number of expansions, the same number of resources. Neither player able to hold the expansions in the middle part of the map. I'm not sure if Shark has retaken that expansion at the mid left that he originally had, that Reach killed and took. Shark has actually retaken that expansion, so by virtue of that expansion, you would give the advantage to Shark, because Shark is going to be able to get resources from that expansion, whereas, but at the same time, Reach has now taken the expansion at the middle right of the map, and Reach is going to be able to build a base there. So this game continues to baffle. This game continues to go on. This is probably the longest Protoss versus Zerg game played on this match ever. And it's just impossible to predict who is finally going to come on top. Reach has once again built up a significant force. Time and time again, I have thought that the hammer has fallen for Reach, that Shark has broken in. Once I thought that that Reach had won the game when he had that large force foraying into Shark's base, and if he had killed off that expansion at the bottom left, Reach would have come out on top. And then my stream buffered, obviously. But unfortunately, but fortunately for us, neither player has dominated. And Shark has built up a large army as well. So both players, using the full variety of their units. The one thing I would say against Reach is that he has not built any Stargates, and the one thing I would say for Shark is that he has not built any Defilers. And I think if Shark had Defilers, he would have been able to swing the game in his favor, especially those few times that he attacked Reach's main, that he actually got inside Reach's main. If he had Defilers on those occasions, he would have had a better chance. The advantage that Shark has is that with those Nidus canals, he does have more maneuverability around the map. He can reinforce his defense much quicker. He also has Overlords for drops. Reach has a large army, but he can't present a united front at most points. He is now trying to defend that expansion to try and keep those resources at the middle right of the map, but that leaves his main exposed, and this would be an opportunity for Shark to once again try and foray into Reach's main and try and attack there, because he will be able to produce reinforcements in his main very relatively quickly. Reach once again dropping, trying to kill off Shark's drones, trying to harass his economy, and unfortunately that's going to be an ineffective drop on this occasion. Shark microing those drones very well. So Shark has shown that he can multitask, he has shown that he can micro. I do feel his micro has not been up to scratch, has not been up to the level of Reach, but he is microing quite well in this matchup thus far. And in a map that is considered to be incredibly imbalanced versus Zerg players, in a map that is considered to be the heaven for Protoss players, Shark has done very well against a Protoss player who has been dominating recently. Although it can be argued that Reach isn't the best when it comes to Protoss versus Zerg, and it looks like Reach is setting up. Both players now playing fairly defensively, just defending their two expansions. And I'm actually losing my voice, guys, so I'm going to actually have to stop casting after this game because my voice is just completely going. I've been screaming for the last hour non-stop in this game, and that's killing my voice. You can probably notice the change in my voice. And Reach is actually stuck a Dark Templar into Shark's drone line, and that Spore Colony is not positioned well enough to see the Dark Templar, and therefore the Sunken cannot reach it. And Reach now is going to be within range of that Sunken, but Reach doesn't mind. He's going to try and kill off as many drones as he can, and Reach, his hero Templar, has killed off about 10 of Shark's drones, and Shark's economy takes a significant hit yet again. So Reach doing a great job, but Shark will be able to replenish those drones without too much difficulty, I do feel. Again, this game balanced on the absolute edge of a knife. I just can't predict who's going to win. If I had to make a call right now, I would again call Reach again. And Shark now doing what I predicted he should do. Reach has got his units focused at his expansion, and Shark is now pouring into Reach's main. Reach has nothing to defend it, and it's going to be a long time before Reach can get back and defend it. And I believe Reach is going to try and defend. I think Reach is going to go for the counter, and Reach is not going for the counter. Reach is returning to defend, and Shark needs to micro those units and kill off Reach's High Templar before they're able to get up those storms. And Reach is actually holding this defense with a handful of High Templar and a Reaver, and Shark pouring into Reach's main. And this might be the last cast of the die by Shark, and Shark might find himself in trouble. And Reach's defense holds. Reach's defense holds against Shark's units thus far, and Shark is retreating. And as I said, I think Reach made a mistake in going back to try and defend with that main. He did have enough units there, and he did successfully defend against Shark. I think that would have been a great opportunity for Reach to counter, but he did not do that. But Shark has now lost his advancing army, and this is going to be... And Shark has got a lurker buried behind Reach's mineral line at the expansion in the middle right, and that's stopping Reach from mining. So both players doing a great job of harassing each other's economies. I do feel that Reach has a substantive force, and I don't think that Shark has lost a lot of units recently in repeated attacks against Reach and repeated forays against Reach, and I don't think Shark has enough this time to hold Reach off. Excuse me, I don't think Shark has enough. I don't think Shark has enough units to even try and pincer. I don't think Shark has enough units to try and hold Reach off. Shark has got a few Lurkers, Zerglings, and Ultralists there, but Reach has got a lot of units. Reach needs to bring his Reavers in a shuttle though. Reach needs that Reaver, and Reach finally able to kill that Lurker behind his middle line to try and get resources yet again. And Reach now is trying to take out that expansion in the middle left part of the map of Sharks, and Shark is going to push forward with his units. And Reach now forced to defend his drones. I'm not sure if those drones are being used to defend and to slow Reach down, or if they're just sitting there getting slaughtered for no reason. I think that was a mistake. Shark just wasted a lot of drones, and there is an example of Shark's poor multitasking. Reach trying to take that Reaver out with that Ultralisk, and Shark trying to take that Reaver out. And I'm not sure what Reach has done. He just left that Reaver to die, but Reach is going to kill off this expansion of Sharks, and Shark is going to then run out of resources, and this is going to be the tipping of the scales. Reach finally, I think, is going to manage to overcome Shark. Reach has a substantial size army left, and I think you can call GG. Shark though is not finished. He's got four Guardians moving towards Reach's expansion. I think Reach has got a couple of High Templar there, so Reach will be able to defend that expansion with those High Templar. And even if not, he does have a much higher size force. And I think Shark finally using Defilers, but I think Shark left it too late to get his Defilers. He doesn't have a lot of troops to defend, and Shark is trying to focus those Reavers at Reach's expansion. But Reach is now in Shark's main almost, and he is now at the 6 o'clock position in the middle of the map, just going for the kill. Reach going to try and finish this game off now. Shark doesn't have a lot of units to defend. He's got a couple of Lurkers buried under that swarm, but that's not going to be enough. Reach has too many units, and Reach's economy is relatively unharmed compared to Shark's economy, and Reach also with his superior force. As I said, Protoss army has much more staying power than a Zerg army, and the fact that Shark is no longer able to produce units does spell bad news for him. Shark though is hurting Reach's economy, but I think it doesn't matter what those Guardians do. I think Reach has enough to finish this game with what he has, and I'm going to have to call that GG to Reach, and Shark forced to pull back his Guardians. And Shark attacking Reach's expansion with drones. Shark finally concedes. GG. Wow, what a game, guys. I'm sorry, I'm gone completely. My voice is just gone. I'm gonna have to actually stop casting after this game. I'm gonna actually not cast the next game, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna cast the next game because my voice is gone. That was really an amazing game. It was worth it. It was totally worth losing my voice over that game. So my voice is completely gone, and I just hadn't a clue what was going to happen there. It was just so unpredictable. What a fantastic game. I think Shark paid the price for not having Defilers. I think ultimately that was his Achilles heel. He didn't have Defilers, and if he had Defilers, he would have done better in that game. I think the fact that he didn't have Defilers is proved to be the winning feature for Reach in the end. Shark left it too late to get Defilers. So GG, guys. I'm actually going to end this cast now and just watch the next game because my voice is dead. And if I want to be able to cast or record any commentary next week, I'm going to have to rest my voice. And you probably won't see any commentaries uploaded by me for some time now because I'm going to have to let my voice recover before I can do it. So thanks for listening anyway. I did have fun. And well played, Reach. He overcame that hurdle. I did think that he made it a little bit difficult winning that game. So this is Klaz. Thanks for listening, guys. I'm off. I'm just going to watch now. Thanks.